Forget where's Waldo, where's Taylor? Question hung in the air like a whispered secret, passing from fan to fan across social media and in every corner of Arrowhead Stadium. It wasn't just the usual pre-game excitement that electrified the Kansas City crowd. It was the undeniable presence of a story that had captivated not just football fans but the world: Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. As Travis Kelce made his entrance onto the field for the Friday afternoon game against the Las Vegas Raiders, the stadium erupted into a roar that could have shaken the very ground beneath it. The lights flickered as Kelce emerged from the smoke-filled tunnel, every step charged with the kind of energy you expect from a superstar. His figure, tall and imposing, stood in contrast against the haze, emerging like a hero from a cloud. A deafening cheer greeted him, the kind of reception athletes dream of. It was the kind of moment that makes you believe in the magic of sports, the rare, fleeting instances when the crowd seems to collectively hold their breath, waiting for something unforgettable to happen. Travis didn't disappoint. His sprint onto the field wasn't just a run, it was a spectacle. As he weaved his way through a row of cheerleaders, the 360-degree camera captured it all, offering a trippy, immersive view of the entire stadium. For a brief moment, the entire world could see what it was like to experience the raw power and intensity of Arrowhead. But amidst this spectacle, there was an almost ethereal undertone, a sense of anticipation that wasn't solely about the game. Fans and cameras alike were searching for one thing, or rather one person: where's Taylor Swift? The world had been buzzing ever since rumors first swirled about the pop sensation's relationship with the Chiefs' star tight end. Taylor had become more than just a celebrity guest at the games. She was now a symbol of a story unfolding beyond the boundaries of the football field. Her absence from the past few games had only intensified the mystery, as her busy Eras tour schedule had taken her away from Kansas City and into Toronto, leaving fans to wonder if the rumors had been just that, rumors, or if there was something deeper behind the scenes. But now, here she was in the same stadium as Travis, and the question was once again on everyone's minds: where is she? Camera panned across the sea of faces in the stands, searching for the unmistakable glow of Taylor Swift's presence. Fans, both Chiefs and Swifties, had their eyes peeled for a glimpse of the pop icon. Her influence had expanded far beyond the music world, and now, her connection with Kelce seemed to bring an added layer of intrigue to a game that was already high stakes. As the Chiefs prepared to face the Raiders, the tension was palpable. Kelce's Chiefs entered the matchup with a single-minded goal: to match the Lions' NFL Best 11-1 start. The challenge wasn't just about winning the game, it was about keeping up with the best of the best, proving they were worthy of being mentioned in the same breath as the league's elite. Kelce, as always, was a pivotal figure for Kansas City, and his performance in the first half would set the tone for the entire game. The game kicked off, and from the very first whistle, Kelce was in top form. With each snap, he moved like a man possessed. His agility, his sharp routes, and his undeniable chemistry with quarterback Patrick Mahomes were on full display. The Raiders' defense couldn't seem to catch up with him. His hands, steady and reliable, caught pass after pass, each one seemingly more impressive than the last. His ability to shake off defenders and make crucial receptions was keeping the Chiefs in the lead. By halftime, Kelce had already hauled in 6 catches for 63 yards, a solid performance that helped give the Chiefs a 10-3 advantage. But the focus, it seemed, wasn't just on the game itself. Amidst the cheers, the roars, and the buzz of the crowd, the mystery of Taylor's whereabouts loomed large. Was she sitting with Kelce's family, watching from the comfort of a VIP suite? Or was she somewhere in the stands, perhaps trying to remain inconspicuous, caught up in the thrill of the game without the prying eyes of the public? The curiosity was undeniable, and fans weren't shy about expressing it. Social media exploded with speculation, theories flying about where Taylor might be seated. Some even posted pictures, scanning the crowd for her telltale blonde hair or the shimmer of a signature Taylor Swift smile. Meanwhile, on the field, Kelce continued to shine. His hands seemed magnetized to the ball, and each catch was another step toward victory. His playmaking ability was what Kansas City needed in order to keep pace with the NFL's best, and he was delivering when it mattered most. The Raiders were no pushovers. They were fighting back with everything they had, determined to make it a contest, but Kelce's presence on the field was undeniable. Every time the ball was thrown in his direction, the crowd held its collective breath, waiting to see if he could make another spectacular play. As the game wore on, the tension between the two teams continued to rise. With each pass and each rush, it became increasingly clear that the outcome of the game was far from decided. But even as the second half of the game loomed large, the question of Taylor's presence in the stadium persisted. Fans remained vigilant, scanning the stands for any sign of the superstar. Despite the fast-paced, high-energy action on the field, the question remained the same. Where was Taylor Swift? Finally, in a moment that had everyone on the edge of their seats, the camera found its answer. Amidst the sea of fans, sitting a few rows above the Chiefs' bench, was Taylor Swift, unmistakable in her stylish yet understated outfit. Cameras zoomed in, capturing the moment, and for just a brief instant, the entire stadium seemed to pause. There she was, cheering for Kelce, her eyes locked on her boyfriend as he made yet another incredible catch. Crowd erupted, as if they had just witnessed the final play of the game, not caring that it was just a simple sighting in the stands. It was a moment of connection, a reminder that the world outside the football field was just as captivating as the game itself. But the game was far from over. As the second half unfolded, the Chiefs continued to fight for the victory they so desperately needed. Kelce remained at the center of the action, his every move watched closely by fans, commentators, and of course Taylor herself. The game's outcome would eventually come down to the final moments, with both teams locked in a fierce battle. But for the fans, the real story had already unfolded. The sighting of Taylor Swift in the stands was enough to keep the social media buzz going long after the final whistle. As the clock wound down and the Chiefs secured their victory, it was clear that the game itself would be remembered for more than just the plays on the field. It would be remembered as the moment when Travis Kelce's star continued to rise, when the Chiefs showed they could hang with the best, and when the world was reminded of the magic that happens when sports and celebrity culture collide. Taylor Swift's presence at the game wasn't just about her support for Kelce. It was about the way she had become a part of this larger-than-life narrative, a story that transcended the football field and captured the imagination of millions. And even as the final seconds ticked away, the question of where Taylor had been would remain one of the most talked-about aspects of a game that was, in many ways, just a backdrop to the much larger cultural moment unfolding before the world's eyes. The Chiefs had won, Kelce had played his part, and Taylor Swift had made her mark on the game, but the question still lingered. Where's Taylor? And in that moment, the answer was clear. She was exactly where she needed to be.